Chopper Young City gotta let Stevie J know he ain't the one to play with.
I felt disrespected. You heard me? I felt like I never, you heard me, done Stevie J nothing for him to speak on us in that way. Um, like we was just some, you heard me, like some peons. You heard me. One thing about City, I don't know about everybody else, but I don't play that shit. You heard me. So I'm gonna say this here. It was all fun that Diddy made us walk for a cheesecake. That's cool. That's cute. But at the end of the day, in Puerto Rico, I fucked your bitch. Now let that blow your mind. You heard me? Now let's start there. I fucked your bitch. You dig? Let's start there. You heard me? Yeah, I fucked your bitch. And you dig? Stop playing with me, bruh. And I don't got no malice towards Stevie J. You understand? I really don't. But at the end of the day, if you're gonna disrespect, put the band to the side. If you disrespect Chopper City, I'm gonna come by mines. Period. So since you want to play the Josin and ribbon me on Vlad about us walking for a cheesecake, let me Josin rib you about fucking your bitch, who was your main bitch, who you was finger popping in Puerto Rico in 2003 when we was one of the hottest selling groups out at that time, besides 50. So let's start there. How you love that? Laugh and joke about that, bitch. And I still feel like Stevie J is a genius musically and R&B wise and talented. But at the end of the day, when you come at Chop, Chop gonna come back. And I have no, you heard me? I'm not talking in no gangster way. I'm not talking in no malice way, no bitter way. But you had no right, you heard me, to play with Chopper City. You can play with them. Don't play with me. You know it can go down at any time. And I'm not even, you heard me, presenting or coming like that. But I'ma stand by me. I never claimed to be no tough nigga, no young nigga, and all that ski mask, poo shiesty, dirty clip, extendo, switching it. But at the end of the day, I'm gonna stand firm about me, and I'm gonna leave how I go. But I'm gonna play how I go as well. Stevie J don't play with me like that, bruh.
Bro, running around New York for that cheesecake, man. It was too much. Yeah, it was way too much. You know, it was sweating, doing all type of shit to get that man his cheesecake. Turns out when they gave it to him, he gave that shit allegedly to Beyonce. The cheesecake was for her. You know what I mean? Look, bro, uh, Chopper, bro, you gotta understand, man. You came on here a day late and a dollar short, but what I mean by that is, niggas have been talking shit for years when it come to content creating, bro. So when you came, you start throwing your little punches at Diddy and everybody involved. The way you threw Sarah under the bus and saying Sarah was lying about all this and that, bro, it wasn't your place. You know what I mean? Look, bro, Stevie J laughing about the cheesecake incident like y'all were peons because y'all were peons. Y'all were peons because even despite having Diddy in y'all pocket for all them years, none of y'all ever made nothing out of it. Let's just be honest. Let's just be real. Now, you could say the band, the band, the band. We don't want to hear about the band. We want to hear about what you done as a man to take yourself from here to here. Make yourself to you 6'9". Nigga, what made you? What took you from this small to this tall? That what a nigga wanna know, bro. But you ain't never just made it there. So yeah, bro, we can't say. You know what I mean? Yeah, we can't say what you are, cause you had one of the, and they always brag about this. You had one of the highest grossing television shows. You were part of it. One of the highest grossing television shows on MTV. Despite that, bro, even Bill Bellamy, my nigga, was just a VJ. He ended up going through How to Be a Player and so much more, bro. When you get that attention, my nigga, and you still can't make nothing shake, yeah, I mean, you ain't who you think you are, bro. Let's just be honest. Let's just be real. Look at Biggie. Biggie was able to make. He was able to make something shake with Diddy. Mace was able to make himself into a household name, bro. Look, MGK, the Young Jock, look, the list goes on, bro. Yeah, the list goes on. Stevie J got all the right to laugh at you, nigga, like y'all was peons. Why? Cause that's how y'all carried yourself and handled and let Diddy handle y'all. Y'all drop it in the comments. Chopper, Young City, day late and a dollar short. If you gonna be mad about it, bro, you might well stay off the internet. Yeah, you might as well stay off the internet because they gonna be on your ass, bro. It's so much when it come to Chopper Young City. There's so much to talk about him. Yeah, it's so much nigga wanna know, bro. Like, what did you do with Diddy? What's up with the sex trafficking? Did he start you with that shit or what? What's going on with that case? Was it dropped? Like, it's a lot of shit that you must talk about on your own accord rather than just keep talking about other niggas anyway, bro. But yeah, if you gonna partake in this content creating game, you public property, man. Yeah, you public property, nigga. Once when a nigga call you a peon, nigga mean that. You know what I mean? Nigga don't mean that in 2025. Nigga don't know what you are. You been hiding from the light. But in 2004, 5, whenever y'all did that show here, yeah, y'all was on some peon shit. Let's just be honest. Let's just be real. Look, I promise to tell the truth, the whole truth, so help me God. That's it. You know what I mean? That's the only thing that matters here, bro. Look, only thing that matters up the hill is green. You know what I mean? The lies don't even fall between. Y'all drop it in the comments, man. Scott's finna play rhyme. I don't know what the fuck I just said. I was just rhyming, using the whole rhyme scheme. Yeah, might have lost myself on that one. Just being honest, just being real, bro. Y'all drop it in the comments. Scott's finna play rhyme, man. Like, share, subscribe, peace. If they throw it, I'ma catch it to play the game like Tetris. I'm one of a kind rap. People tell me I'm a clip. I've been working 24 hours, summertime to winter. I ain't really at the chill, it gotta be about this.